I see a fire. Quick. Close on the passenger door there.
Right, it is the Saturday of Balmoral Show, and I'm not going to Balmoral Show. Weather's beautiful, grass is on. I need to get out and get me itch scratched. Put it out on Facebook last night. We're in this weird lull where there's a pile of grass in, and there's a pile of men still growing their grass, and I think everybody's on top of the work, so there wasn't actually that many takers for someone in the cart. So there's actually a local outfit that don't really need me, I suspect. But they said, sure, come on down and we'll have a bit of crack. 7-8 is shining because she was at Matthew Sloan's getting a few bits done, and he had her cleaned for his tractor run. She's still dripping oil in below her because I think there's that much crap in below the cab that he can't get out that's soaked with oil from the time that she burst the pipe. So it's still kind of dripping away there in below on that board. You can see it there, and there. I hate dripping tractors, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go and play. So, the goal of all of this, building the man cave, aka the workshop, aka the shed, is that these things are at my back door, and on a day like today, on a Saturday, I can do something. Now, ideally, I wouldn't do this for free. I don't really want to run hours up on a tractor for nothing. Next to today, I don't expect to do a lot of loads today. Today's no biggie, and I'm not burning a pile of diesel to get there either. It's sort of that awkward gentleman's agreement type thing. It's like no one talks about money until money is talked about. So there's a world of people out there like me, I'm convinced of it. There's a world of people out there like me who surely want to be helping, and maybe even have their own tractor like I do, and just want to be at it. A world of enthusiasts. It's like the boys that go to Tractor Pulse, you know, they're wired for it, you know. This is like rest and relaxation for me. This is one of the few jobs that disconnects my brain. I can go drive a truck, I can go drive a tractor, and all I want to do is do the best job I can in the moment, which means I give it 100% of my attention. So driving is one of those jobs that disconnects me from all the thinking I do, all the overthinking I do, all the agonising and worrying and over planning and overworking even. I think that's why I'm addicted to tractors. I have a feeling that's why I'm addicted to tractors. I just actually like the experience of driving them. I love the crack and all too, but the crack's hard to get. You know, you spend a lot of time in these cabs on your own. There's some view today, boys. Look at that there. Look at that there. I see a JF moving. I think I'm in the right place. John Deere's. My kind of operation. The 6620. Is she in JF 900 or what is she? Don't know. A Red Rock like my own on a 155R. This doesn't have any holes cut in the sides of it though. Oh. Keep the man happy. Get him a few tasty shots. Hopefully the Osmo does the job and exposes it right. Sure, what's the worst can happen? I don't back it up and it doesn't exist. Only the first time that happened in our office.
I was better at driving that than I am at driving this.
First JF I ever saw, John McClean. Jim had a Max 5 or 6.5 probably. Pottinger was his first ever precision chop harvester, and I don't think he got on well with it, whether he had to put a lot of parts into it or she get bother, I don't know, but he had it for one season and then he bought a JF 900. My father took an iconic photo of my cousin Richard driving a 1506 Lambo, towing the Fraser on behind the JF 900, and he's just coming out of drive a hill, and it's a hell of a photo. It's one of them ones like perfect snapshot of childhood memories. Right, Balmoral Show Week. I'm looking at it with a biased perspective. I'm looking at it from a how do I go to this show and be a trader for FarmFLiX and make it work for my small business. And to be honest, I'm struggling to see how I can make it work. I'm too close. I'm thinking I was self-propelled. I'm being an idiot. That's what I'm being. In a day or two since I was inside a field. When I went to the Mulholland show, I was studying the people at it, people watching. If you've never done people watching, it's quite fun. For a little while I walked along and looked at the stands and I was like, right, I'm going to look at these stands. I'm going to say, I'm going outside regular, where's he going? I'm going to look at these stands and I'm going to see which stand is heaving, which one is doing the business, which one is attracting the people and the audience and getting all the attention and is something I should be trying to replicate for my little business. I never really came across a stand that was heaving, and I mean heaving. There was a few that were busy, yes, like Cammy Sheep Game there, man's a legend. Oh, John. But Rusty, Cammy was busy, but Cammy was taking a lot of time with his audience. He was anybody queuing up to chat to him will know that he was having a good old chat with you. He wasn't rushing anybody away, and that meant he just did a nice steady turnover. And a few people were at his stand buying some merch. So that makes sense. It's working for Cammy. Cammy's drawing attention. He's selling a bit of merch, and he can justify being there. Well, apart from a stand like that and the food carts, I don't think there was that many busy stands. I was looking at the audience and going, why are these stands not busy? Why are they not like flat out? Basically then I was like, right, how many people are walking past these stands, even turning their heads, slowing down to look in to consider, will I stop at this stand? And a lot of people didn't turn their heads. It's a very soul-destroying experience to be at a trade show, putting a lot of effort into your trade stand to be there, and cost into your trade stand to be there, and nobody's bothering with you. So then I was like, right, why is nobody turning their heads to look at this stuff? Why is nobody interacting? I started to analyse who are the people at this show. And I really shouldn't be trying to chat to you in the first load because I'm really rusty. Oh, whoa. Stop. I have a ball of grass in below me. Up there. I've done the biggest rookie move ever.
Favorite with top of the grass. Makes it easier after. You're going to have a manual job, you're feeding it into your iron, feeding it into your...
I'll throw it under here, I'll pull it over.
You never met me before, I'm John McClean. Mulholland scrap metals.
Yes, I'm John McClean.
I've watched you on YouTube and all, and applied for the tractor pull, but the girl always tells me no. I never bothered then after it.
Oh, we'll get you next year.
No. I'm too old for that.
Lethal. I've never done that in my life. Ever. I may have done it on camera. What a hero. I've seen it done by others. Where was I? Before I caused a disaster. The thing that has changed our entire world is the mobile phone and access to internet on the mobile phone. In the past, to have seen the latest and greatest machine, to have seen the newest technology, to have understood how it works, and I had to go into that show, met the salesman, listened to his sales pattern, believed everything he told me, bought one and seen it in action. Or if I got lucky, my neighbour bought one and I got to see what kind of handling it was before I bought one. That's all gone. I know everything that's available at my fingertips. I know what it costs. I know the faults with it. People go on the internet and hear what would cause this, what would cause that, and the information's available. So my conclusion is that if you were to try and start something like the Balmoral show in today's world, you couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it. Look at that red wheel stuff. Build up. That's shocking. That's so bad. all the load together and upsetting them. This man thinks I'm a real bad driver, you know. I can just tell. Really set the scene with that right over there, that bale, which I'm now going to get out and fog into her. Amazing. Oh, don't drive into me. Right, I need to get out and help lift this stuff. This man hates me. Putting a load on by hand isn't any fun, boys. Let me tell you. Right, I need to pay attention now, and this is harder than actually even set self-propelled because I forget how hard it is to turn, and I'm so used to throwing the tractor into the row and having the harvester come to me, whereas he can just like whip his tractor around into me like that. So I need to be reading the situation ahead of him. Like this, I have overcooked this by a long shot. Outside roads aren't fun with a chilled harvester. That'll do me. I think I've been out of enough. Bit of a swell. It's not how you want to introduce yourself to someone. Oh yeah, I'm roasting. And I'm covered in grass as well. Between filming and lifting the load on. I'm glad it helped. What a rookie I feel like today. Oh.
Shut that back van to get a bit of noise down.
Oh, well, if you need to, you don't worry about me.
I usually just seal around with earplugs in, you know.
Yes.
That's old school as noise.
How much grass have you got today?
25 acres. Well, there's only 25 acres of Glen, you know, that's all I have, just ready. I do 3 cuts and there's a boy has it all bought. The boy bought the grass last year.
Well, they tell me you're the scrap man.
Dangerous word that, isn't it?
Have you been a scrap man your whole life, or did you get into that game?
Well, we come from a milk farm. I come from a milk farm, said that. Started scrap when I was in the 20s. Needed money.
Well, you must have enjoyed it. You stuck at it.
Needed money.
It can't be an easy thing to get into, though. Like, you know,
it's easier. You couldn't get into it now. When I started scrap was 20 and 30 pound a ton. And if you went and left it 4 ton, you had £100, and £100 was something back then. You know, £100 paid a man's wages for a week.
Aye.
I don't work at scrap no more. My young boys took over the business.
Yes. I'm sure that's the best, mate.
I'm a hobby farmer.
Yes.
Well, I'm just tidying up this whole farm. Remapping the fields and rehaging it and planting trees.
Well, is that your retirement plan? Basically, search straight to the next day's out?
Do this up and sell it and buy another one.
Right. You're not about right playing golf then, no?
Well, it's not noisy. It doesn't break down. I'll not want it. That's badly ruined, Harry. You see that Ken rower? He's running at too high a revs or something. And it's just the whole field pulled into hunks.
But like, even apart from that, you know, like, I have forgot how handy a self-propelled is compared to a trailed harvester. Like, you're doing some watching there, like, who's beside you, filling the load, and watching for a lump go down by your wheel before it hits your pickup reel.
well jammed. You only have to start her up and reverse her a wee bit and spin her.
Belts there, Chief. I can smell her.
Got running on it.
Is there fire in there?
Fire.
Fire.
Quick. Hey, go. Any gloves? Gloves on the passenger door there.
That's smaller, right?
And the passenger door is a pair of gloves. Or on that other door is a pair of gloves. Get the bit of grass in her.
Hook this bit here out, John. That there's still going. Yeah, that's the bit there.
What's my hydraulic pipes? My wires.
I think that's the worst of it now, though. It's just smouldering a bit here.
That's the first time I've ever seen that. Yeah.
I've never seen a JF catch fire in my life.
I don't know where the harvester or me is the hottest. Smile, Davey. You're a camera.
She's still hot, John?
The belts get too dry, they lost grip, you know.
Yes.
We'll just keep that care for the next fire. I always reckoned that was the weak point on them harvesters, them two belts. Before I would start doing any work with it, I get them belts off and throw them in a bucket of water.
Right?
Soak them up, get them wet. The belts get too dry and too hard.
Yes.
And then it's part take the tension of the belts. You'll just see the difference out there makes now, cool and all that.
It's just sort of a self-fulfilling problem, because once she starts to slip, the heat builds and builds and builds. You're quite familiar with her, like, you know every move there, like. Everybody always tell me the JF, it was the chains that give bother. You get the, you know, the...
I gear oil and I would oil them a couple of times a day, you know. Never would have bothered with chains, no. But knowing my luck when the camera's here,
No.
That'll bring up everything.
We're going to bet a sport there today now.
But you see the difference in that last row and this
Oh,
row.
it's big night and day there at the minute.
You know,
Which is going so much better now.
you never knew that.
I didn't know that, but if you wet the belts, it goes better.
No, the bonnet on that tractor there, I was going to paint it, but this wouldn't be original.
Oh no, definitely. If you like her original, don't you touch her. She's been here the longest, I'm assuming.
No, this here was bought first.
Right.
I bought this in 2012. Well, there's a 3050 there, a 40k 3050.
Seen her up in the yard, aye. What's yours like in the hill? The 40k just did not leave her a bit lazy in the hills.
She's doing 45k.
Right?
Well, I don't know why, but it's just very fast in the road. No, it's not dead in the hill. That's what them there levers are for. Use them.
Just drop the gears. I thought he was going to reverse when I was getting out of his road. And he changed his mind, he went forward. And he shot across straight at me. Say no more. Man's all pleased with himself. I can follow a load onto me.